Good morning from Bangkok, Thailand. Hope you guys are doing well. Today I'm going on an early start to take you guys around town on my usual walk to show you guys what life is like here in Bangkok in the mornings, because in the mornings here the city is so lively and all the areas, no matter where you are, is always lively because everyone's going to work. Usually there's a ton of food vendors out selling food for all the people going to work to grab a quick bite or grab something for lunch on their way to work. So it's lively. I'm going to take you guys around the Sathorn area because that's where I'm at today, and let's get started. As you guys can already see right off the bat, going into the alley from the neighborhood, you guys already see a lot of food vendors already preparing. They're here very early. It's about 8:30 a.m. right now, and they've been here for like 2-3 hours probably. I haven't waken up that early yet, so I don't know how early they actually get here, but I'm guessing at least 6 a.m. And you see there's all kinds of food vendors preparing fresh food, grilled bananas. I love these. And as you can see, there's fruits, and then here there's always some vendors changing every time. And as you guys can see too, the streets are busy, bunch of cars, lots of traffic right now. And then inside here there's a lot of these like food courts that you can see. Thailand was the originators of all these types of food courts, so everyone's just getting ready to get some of their food for work. Traffic is absolutely crazy in the morning, and you can see everyone going to work and arrive from the motorbikes, and there's a ton of people just walking to work, which is the great thing about countries here in Asia, and especially here in Bangkok, that I enjoy a lot is I enjoy all the walking that we're basically required, or not required, but we're more so kind of inclined to do, because going around with cars and it's just not the best or fastest transportation a lot of times. So walking and taking the BTS is and it's great because walking is good for your health. You guys know I always try to aim for 10,000 steps a day, so I'm all about the walking. Now I'm here at the BTS station, and you see everyone heading to work. This station is very busy, especially during the mornings, lunch times, and then early afternoon as everyone's walking and getting off the BTS to go to work. It doesn't look too busy right now because I also think it's a holiday. I'm not sure, but it's not as busy as usual. And even on the BTS you see vendors selling food, usually sandwiches in the morning, and some prepared meals like pad khao or rice with omelet. And those are usually the two things I see commonly sold here on this BTS walkway. And I see vendors all over the streets. I'll take you out to the other side and we'll see what's over there. And you guys can see now, I think one of the trains just stopped here, and people are getting off the train, and you can see all the people flooding through, and it gets really busy. So everyone with their lunch packs and bags of lunches, and yeah, everyone's going to work except me. And again, you guys see a bunch of like these vendors selling sandwiches just like that, and you can literally just come off the train, walk to your work, and grab something quick for lunch or have a breakfast. So everything here in Bangkok is very convenient, whether you're looking for breakfast, lunch, or dinner, or even a snack. There's something available at all times of the day, especially on the streets. I always like to support local, so I try to, and I love street food, so I try to opt for the street stuff a lot more so often than not. And over here, you guys, you see fresh Chinese donuts being made on the streets. He's rolling the dough, and then he's it up, and it comes out like that. Over here, you can see some of them being fried right now. Freshly made every morning. And usually people will eat those with porridge, Chinese porridge, or they eat it with a sweet dip like condensed milk or pandan condensed milk. So they're super yummy, especially when they're freshly fried. So you guys run into that or walk past by that, I highly recommend trying it out if donuts and pastries are your kind of thing. So you guys see sandwich vendors are all over town. There's another one here, and the sandwiches are 25 baht each, which is only about like 69 cents. So it's super cheap. I'm actually going to get one. You can see like eggs, hams, and they look delicious. Got myself a sandwich. I got a ham and cheese sandwich along with an egg sandwich in there. So it's a combination pack. 25 baht for about 69 cents. You guys, so that's super cheap for a nice little snack that you can have for lunch. I usually don't eat breakfast, so I'm grabbing these for myself to have a nice little lunch later. There's a fruit stand right here, and as you guys can see, it's very lively in the morning. There's lots of vendors. We're going to be walking past like a food market that's open every single morning except for maybe holidays. And there's so much food, so many people. There's a food court in there, but as you guys can see now, let me just zoom in a little bit. There's all kinds of food that you can get. There's like skewers, steamed buns, there's yogurt, there's desserts, there's traditional Thai food, more food vendors, and oh man, everything it smells amazing. I might pick up a bag of peanuts over there. It's so lively. That's what I like about the mornings here in Bangkok. This is one of my favorite coffee vendors. Some more fruits. There's a lot of fruits in season right now, especially rambutans, you guys. So you see all that all around. Vendors, Thai food. And walking down this road, more and more vendors are out here. You can see prepared food right over there for 40 bahts, which is like $1. So everything's very cheap, relatively speaking, for the US dollar. So I'm not sure if it's like considered cheap for the local Thai, but to me, it's cheap. And then these fried chickens are really amazing. You guys can see back here too, more boxed food, and everyone preparing the food fresh. So even though it's prepared food already packaged and everything, it's prepared fresh in the morning, so you get a nice little warm meal for breakfast. And as you're walking down the street, you'll see like coffee vendors, like auntie back there selling coffee. Great coffee too. You can get that. And then I'm turning on the street. You can see auntie right over here is making some grilled chicken. It smells absolutely incredible. I have yet to try the chicken from her spot, but I am sure going to do that. Maybe today's the day. I'll walk past one more and then we'll see what I decide to get, but those chicken look so good. Also, Sathorn is the business district, so a lot of people just come here for work, and so that's why like during the mornings it's super busy, during lunchtime it's super busy, but between like the hours of 1 to 5 o'clock it gets pretty quiet, and then once everyone gets off work it gets a little bit busy, and then after like I would say 7-8 p.m. it gets quiet again. So that's how the business district is in regards to traffic and the amount of people coming through. Now I took a turn down this alleyway and just to see what's down here, if there is anything, while heading my way to another main street that I know of. And now I believe we're going to be turning into the very local area where there's a lot of vendors, there's a lot of little shops, and yeah, it's pretty amazing. These are the areas that I enjoy going through and exploring a lot, just because, you know, I always like to support the locals, and usually the local spots are or is where all the good food is at. I know once I start learning more Thai and being able to start conversational speaking in Thai, I'll be shopping and dining and exploring even more local areas that usually are not filled with tourists or foreigners. As you can see here, it's a small street, it's a busy street, but there's a lot of different vendors selling all kinds of things, all kinds of food being made. I love these pandan pastries that she's making over there. And you see like skewers, barbecue, you see all kinds of food. And let's show you guys the alley I'm walking through. As you guys can see here, it's a very small alleyway to walk through. There's homes on both sides, so all of these vendors are just selling out from their own home. And throughout the day, you do see motorbikes coming through. If you walk through a small alley like this, all you have to be careful is motorbikes coming through both directions. So just keep your ears open and keep your eyes open so you don't get injured. But Thai drivers are usually very good at slowing down or stopping if you're in the way. Going through here, you can buy almost anything that you need. From what I see, there's socks, there's medicine, there's desserts, there's savory foods, there's whole meals, all the supplies you need. So it's almost like a whole little shopping center, if you want to call it that. And everything looks delicious. And then to my left, right over here, there's a little local market. You can buy fruits, your produce, your vegetables, your meats, freshly cut and butchered. So going in there, you definitely get a better price than compared to a supermarket. And now we're coming out onto another main street. And in the morning, it's already busy over here. Over there, you see some fruit vendors. Durian is in season, so there's a lot of durian. But let's take a walk down this street to see what we find. And again, there's a lot of street food out here. Lots of vendors selling food, lots of aunties, grandmas selling delicious, amazing food. And I'm pretty sure in the afternoon, evening time when work gets off, there's even more crazy and busyness, because over here, from what I've noticed, there are some vendors that will sell only in the morning to about like lunchtime, and then there are other vendors who only sell at night, and they start setting up like around 5 p.m. or even 4 p.m. and they'll sell through the night. So it's just depending on what time of day you're coming, you just run the luck of the draw, and depending on what kind of food you're craving, you decide from there. There's skewers being made. There's kanam kruk, which is one of my favorite things to eat. And if you guys never had kanam kruk before, highly recommend. It's one of my favorite things to eat. It's like a little coconut pudding pancake kind of thing. It's crispy on the outside and it's usually soft and gooey on the inside. So it's like a dessert kind of dish. It's super good. One of my favorites. Highly recommend trying. And man, you see lots of durian because it's during season. Then you'll see durian vendors all over town. And I'm making my way back now to my place. I just had to pick up these pandan little pastries. They're like little muffins, mochi muffins, if you want to call it that. It's a little bit chewy, and these are so good. It's only 20 baht, so it's about like 50 cents. And then from here, on my way back, I'll probably grab a quick cup of coffee or some matcha or some boba. Boba is always good here, you guys, and you can find boba literally anywhere for really cheap as well. I've seen boba for as cheap as like 15 baht for a cup, so it's super cheap. And other than that, I'm going to wrap up the video here. Hope you guys enjoyed seeing a little bit of Bangkok in the morning on the more local side. I know there's a lot of other areas, local areas that are even more lively. So I'm going to make it a goal to explore those as well and show you guys what it's all about. My personal favorite thing about Bangkok is how lively it feels every morning versus the area where I live in California. And I think it's mainly because there are so many vendors, you know, up in the morning selling food. There's so many people walking, and there's so much energy going through the city. It's like life is alive. And it doesn't feel like that in California from where I'm from. And it's hard to explain. You just have to experience it to know the feeling and know what I'm talking about. But if you guys understand how that feels, let me know in the comments below. I would love to hear from you guys. I always love connecting with you guys too. So if you guys have any recommendations, let me know as well, which areas to check out and which areas to explore, or even restaurants, food, what to try. I'm still exploring a lot here in Thailand. Lastly, if you guys made it this far, thank you so much for watching. I'll see you guys on the next video. Bye guys.